Welcome back to Theme Park Spark. Please like and subscribe. Good morning. It is the third day of our road trip, and today we are leaving Flagstaff. We got up and had breakfast, and now we're heading out to see some Dinosaur Tracks in Arizona. Then we're going to work our way up to Monument Valley, and then go over to Four Corners, where
you stand in a certain spots, and you're in 4 states at the same time, which...
Do you know what the 4 states are?
No.
The 4 states... Molly, do you know what the 4 states are?
No.
We looked at them this morning. Colorado, Utah, Arizona, and New Mexico. And we're going to spend the night in Albuquerque, New Mexico tonight. So that is our itinerary. And right now, first stop will be Dinosaur Tracks. We are about an hour away. And it's beautiful leaving Flagstaff. All the trees and everything. What did you want to say, Walter?
So stay tuned. We are literally seeing dinosaur footprints and stuff. It's real dinosaur footprints.
Yeah, apparently real dinosaur footprints in the Navajo Nation. Update on the Ramada where we stayed. The beds were comfortable, the water pressure was amazing, the breakfast was good. That's basically all we really needed. We did discover a few things, like the phone didn't work in the room, and we had trouble getting the TV to work correctly and things like that. But it's a great place if you just want to spend the night and have breakfast before you head out. I don't know that I'd want to hang out in the room all day. Yeah, we felt safe and it seemed clean.
Little Colorado River.
Some sort of, it's not the Grand Canyon, but it's a canyon. Yeah. It's a little Colorado River.
Not very little.
So we're about 20 minutes from the Dino Tracks. We stopped to get gas at a Chevron station next to the Burger King we ate lunch at yesterday. And one thing I think I forgot to mention, last night we ended the day with kind of an unplanned movie and pizza night. We got some Pizza Hut pizza, and our kids aren't used to cable where you can't like really pick what you're gonna watch. So we got lucky. We scrolled through the channels, and on Disney Channel they happened to have Ratatouille just about to start. So we watched the whole movie and ate pizza, and it was kind of a nice relaxing way to end the day. Next stop, Dino Tracks. It's a little more rustic than some signs I've seen, but it's, you know, a nice looking one. Dinosaur Tracks.
What a dress.
That's a nice sign.
Is this the parking?
In 800 feet, you will arrive at your destination.
This might be the parking where the police took us. Alright, I think we're almost here. We're gonna go see some dinosaur footprints. This is not a paved road.
We're gonna see some feet.
We're off-roading.
Well, let's go.
Come on.
We'll look afterwards.
We're gonna go exploring.
We're gonna go see the ones we know are.
Yeah. Oh wow.
I know there might be chicken scratches there, kids. But yeah, these are what we have here.
Wow. Look at that.
These are the biggest ones we have here. So the ones in the movie, they portrayed them kind of small. You know, he was able to sit in the front seat, but they got about 25 feet from their head all the way down to their tail. So he was a big lizard running around.
Wait, what dinosaur?
The Dilophosaurus, yeah. So in the movie, they made him small, but 25 feet from his head, that's pretty big. It's like as big as that shed there. So
wow.
From the top part of his head all the way down. I wanted to drive. I got to get some more boards and want to draw the size on there. So that way we can stand right here and actually look at it. So it's a process. So I'm working on it. So.
Did you know that the Dilophosaurus was heavier than a truck?
Probably, yeah. You're probably know more than me right now about that guy. So. Yeah, out here they actually, this was mud at the time, so people wonder how it landed. It's just what we call a natural living museum. Most of it would have been covered underneath this purple clay, so if we actually dig in there, that was volcanic ash. That just landed about good 2-3 feet. It goes all the way down where we're going to follow the trail. So back where I live, you just see layers upon layers, so that's what they are, formations. They actually have another set of dinosaur tracks on top where I live. Some in Tuba where I live, all the way to Page, all the way to the Glen Canyon Dam, they have some. So. But yeah, so if we walk up on this part, it's been eroded. You got a lot of sand blasting, so yeah, we do get the sandstorms. They get down to Phoenix.
Mommy, I'll film. Do you think that if you followed like a trail of dinosaurs. I found them.
Yeah, you found one.
Yeah,
Cool.
the whole layer. With that being said, right there, see, geology-wise, San Francisco Peaks, that's 12,000 elevation. They got Gray Mountain, the little small one, Shadow Mountain. So lava actually formed that up at one point. The south rim of the Grand Canyon, that light blur that cuts down, that's the south rim lookout point. Where that flag's at, on the right side of it is actually the north rim. So the Grand Canyon goes in between that, the south and the north. But all that mountain range, they say San Francisco Peak, San Francisco, California, that's the edge of it. That's the peak of it. So that's what made that mountain. So this land was actually at one point level. When that mountain range came in, it lifted up the land. So everything's at a little slant. That's why when we get the rain, all the rain rushes back, hits that clay, and then everything washes out. But the layer goes all the way from here to Petrified Forest. That's a different tribe. So you run into different tribes. Here in Arizona, you know, they got the most tribes, you know, America, Arizona being the most.
Cool.
So we're tied in with the Hopi and the Apache, you know, we're like a sovereign station. We're the largest landowners, I guess you would say.
Cool.
So yeah, these are the best tracks we have out here. They even got small ones in here, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I hate to bring it, I hate to wet it because I'm gonna bring a paintbrush out here and actually sweep it off. But that footprint goes into here, goes in there, and then treks across on the other side too. So.
Oh, look at that. That's so cool.
Yeah. So this part you can actually see the sandstone. So I try to give people little layers terms on here. So when he stepped in here, that's like pure muscle. You know, you imagine, you know, just muscle stepping into there.
Yeah.
And I say, if you were to step into so much mud, you see that purple layer? This is more that sandstone. That's on top of here. Now I'm thinking maybe about that high. Then that green layer comes out to maybe that much. So he would have stepped in that much mud. So you imagine stepping in there and then taking your next step forward. You'd have to put all your weight in your front foot and then pull your other foot out of that much mud. So
and they're fairly big. So I'm like, that's so like a big step.
And he's stepping. Yeah, so you get the size from there. And then when he pulled out his foot, that sandstone that's in here, that part, that's actually what settled back in there. Water gets out here in the wintertime. It does get cold enough where water freezes. Water gets in those, cracks it each time it freezes. So Mother Nature chills.
Wow.
So yeah, that's how the dinosaur tracks are formed. So what's left after this, when we get the sandblasting, these pop out. And they're just the very bottom of that footprint. That's actually from his weight compressed into that sandstone, making it a harder sandstone, as you will. So yeah, little layman's terms like that. But yeah, you see that's all the way in there. And this is the longest ride you can
You're walking with a dinosaur, Molly.
And then from there, the ground just pretty much gets eroded away.
This is so cool.
Yep, he's quiet, he's big.
Yeah.
What do you think, bud? Yeah.
Cool.
We got some more, where they pulled out some bones, it's just the negative, I guess you will, more dirt, and then they have the bird tracks and a claw on the ground, so that's what we have, our little talent, that's our showpiece.
Okay.
Here's another guy, just one, so he's naive just to say it's one track, so, you know, there's another guy here.
Wow.
Different footprint, so.
Yeah.
So you go to, you can actually look up a website, go to www.scientificamerican.com. It's everything scientific for kids. There's a guy I met out here, Dr. Adam Marsh from Petrified Forest. I met him about 2 months ago now. He came out here, I guess 2002, he put an addition of the Dilophosaurus in there because they have actual digs at Petrified Forest and we're considered the same level. He pulled up the information on Dr. Samuel Wells. We knew about this, you know, they were the first team that came out here. He brought Berkeley out here. They're the ones that dug up the bones back in the day. Then Petrified Forest was, you know, then he brought that information because it's tied to this whole area. And so he came out here, gave me some pamphlets, and I actually got it in my van. So a little update for our guys, to little information, because we're just shooting in the dark with all this snowballing. We get the universities come in, we just, you know, it's all up here. So I came pulling up right here. My grandpa was showing like right here in the daytime, lunchtime. Then all he said, because he didn't speak English, he goes, 10-foot chicken walking. That's all he said. A lot of information, but yeah.
Well, this looks like bones.
But we try our best.
Yeah,
It almost looks
doesn't it?
like joints.
Yeah, a couple places they actually pulled out a bunch of pieces here randomly too. So here was the only place that they pulled out. We had black and white box camera pictures of their work, so that come into play with my story. They actually took out leg bones in here. They would have took out the tail, the backbone, the stomach area. His head would have been right in here, and they pulled out the whole body. But anywhere along here, there's worm trails. So worm castings, if you're familiar with that term, earthworms, night crawlers, stuff like that. There were just worm trails back in the day. So it's really just the ground now. But yeah, that just proves that there was, you know, life out here one time. So the green, when it gets wet, it turns green. Let's just say, well, the allergy, you know, they say West Nile virus nowadays, you know, the allergy that forms, the bugs, mosquitoes that start growing in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the same similar. Here we got concretions. I tease the kids. I say, what does that look like? You know, they're nice and big round. What does it look like to you guys? Look like dinosaur tracks? Like a big cow pie? They're iron concretions. I don't know the technical term. I keep running into them. So they say they're typical different stone that formed inside of here when it was mud. So I'd imagine this had a lot of water on top of it, you know, and they're just the bottom parts of a pool. You ever been in a pool, you know, in a mud pool? Here they have bird tracks. So this is the one my grandpa messed me up on. 10-foot chicken walking, he said.
I mean, you know,
yeah,
it's not wrong.
Yeah. He called it simplicity.
It helps you picture it.
Here's actually one side of the nail. So if you imagine a dog or a cat, the top part actually been broken off the inside the nerve, and that's one cover of the nail on the bottom side. So you can feel it on if you want. It's actually would have been the top part. So 1, 2, 3.
I wonder if you dig down if you have more.
Yeah, that's the very. Look at it real close. That's the very last bit. So that's just what's left. It's very thin, about a couple of paper sheets thin. You get into my yeah, about that size of what he's holding there. At that size, yeah. So if you look at it, if a dog or a cat accidentally breaks their nails, that you'll see the outer shell of it, and that's what that is right there. Same thing.
Dinosaur!
Is this a fun walk seeing dinosaur tracks?
Yeah.
Hey, Walter. Walter, put your head through there. Scooch back, Walter. Oh, pretty.
That one's on the website.
Mom, look, a little bracelet.
I know, isn't that pretty?
And a necklace.
And your match. Jurassic World.
You take donations?
Yeah, I do.
Before visiting the Dinosaur Tracks in Tuba City, plan to have cash with you. I read online that although it is technically free to see them, the Native Americans who have set up shop there and who offer tours will probably be offended if you don't either buy a souvenir or take a tour and tip about $20. Since we knew this ahead of time, we planned ahead and made sure we had a $20 bill with us so we could tip our tour guide. And Walter, what did you think? Was that fun?
I loved it.
You loved it. That's great. And we saw some really cool stuff, and it was helpful getting to have someone show us around who has known this land forever. And also learn a little bit about the geography and all the weird... Arizona looks weird. So I guess we just entered Tuba City, if this looks like a city to you. And we are on Navajo Nation, and I think Monument Valley is too. So we are on Native American property right now, and yeah, that's where we're gonna be for the next few hours. All right, be in Arizona for the next few hours. Completely different landscape, opposite sides of the highway. Smooth, rocky, smooth. That looks like you could sled down it or something really quickly.
Yeah.
You just slide right off. Kind of cool, like coming down the hill and you can see the desert landscape. I guess this is desert. Still, one side of the road is like this. The other side of the road like that. 18 miles from Utah, headed to Monument Valley, and I know we're not there yet, but it still looks pretty weird and awesome. We just stopped and got drive-through lunch. Miles, Monument Valley. Oh, welcome to Utah.
Oh, wow.
Welcome to Utah. World's greatest outdoor museum. So we have crossed the Utah state line. We are in Navajo Nation in Utah, and we are technically in Monument Valley. and we are trying to find out which way to go because I don't know that our GPS is guiding us directly. So we stopped here to ask directions. Monument Valley and Four Corners are not free to visit, even if you have a National Parks Pass, such as a military pass or a fourth grader pass. They're both on Native American land, and the tribes charge an entry fee of $8 per person. Make sure you have a credit card. They don't take cash. Only open till 5. This is a rough road.
Yes.
It looks like there's like a trail both ways, and then there's this big circle. I mean, I'm thinking maybe we don't even do the loop. Maybe we just drive down to it. So you're thinking this kind of look like Radiator Springs Bracers, or Radiator Springs, like in a Cars movie when Lightning McQueen is like going like circles or something. It almost seems like it could be like down in some place like this. You think? Does that look like it? This is Elephant Mesa, I guess. Does it look like an elephant? This road is not fun. It is super, super bumpy. It looks like there's little tram things you can take. If you don't have like a car with four-wheel drive, you probably don't want to drive this. Oh, good. Hey, I think they're leaving. Let's take the Jeep spot. What do you think, Walter? Is it crazy?
It looks like
It looks like what?
it looks like a mitt.
Well, that's why they're called mittens.
It also kind
East
of.
Mitten and West Mitten.
But isn't that the Westminster and that's the East?
Oh, no, that's West and that's East. Does it look cool?
Let's get some pictures. Let's go.
Alright, sounds good. Did you enjoy this, Walter? Is it cool to see?
Yeah.
Does it remind you of Cars?
Kind of.
So this is not the way we came. This is a different way. So we're still in Utah right now.
Correct. We're further in Utah.
So we're going to enter Four Corners from the Utah corner.
I think, unless it does, have us go back to Arizona. I don't remember. There's like 3 different ways to get there, and I think I took the
Utah way.
Yeah.
Alright, so we just saw part of Monument Valley. We decided not to do the whole loop. We just did part of the trail because we're trying to make it to Four Corners, and it's really cool here. But it's also really rough driving, and we just didn't want to drive that far on the rough gravel and everything. And now we are still in Utah, and we are heading to Four Corners from the Utah corner, apparently.
This is so
Everywhere
weird.
you look, there's like a huge drop
Are
off.
you still recording?
Yeah,
This is crazy. Like,
yeah. It's just like Coastersaurus.
right?
Hey Walter, is this like Radiator Springs Racers? Now we're going fast. Yeah, this looks kind of cool. We're about to cross a little bridge. San Juan River.
I guess every state
Little
has these.
hat rack inn. Yeah, I know we've driven through places in California that felt like some little old west town. Look at the red, like rock, dirt, whatever it is. Mexican Hat Lodge. I know there's something called Mexican Hat. I don't know what that is. Mexican Hat Rock. Okay. Look at that thing up there. Almost looks like someone built a house or something. And then what's with like the green with a brown, almost look like dinosaur like claw marks.
Hey Walter, up there it looks like a dinosaur clawed into the mountain.
Doesn't it? Like a big one. When is the landscape gonna stop being like interesting?
Like over there, it kind of looks like the...
Like the what?
Like the Radiator Springs, like...
Everything looks like Radiator
track.
Springs here. I really just...
Valley of the Gods.
That's Valley of the Gods. Oh, that must be another scenic drive too. Hey Molly, you want to look outside for a second and see how crazy it looks?
Yeah, what the heck?
We're in Utah right now. It's another state. Utah, it's a state. We live in California. Yesterday you were in Arizona. Today you were in Arizona. Now you're also in Utah. And later today you're going to be in New Mexico.
Also,
What do you think of this crazy landscape, Walter?
I think it looks like Radiator Springs. It's crazy.
Now this feels like Radiator Springs Racers.
Yeah.
We need to rewatch Cars after this.
I'm just picturing one of those big boulders at the top
Okay,
falling.
goodbye. Oh God, yeah.
You know,
Then let's get out of here. We just saw a sign that welcomed us to Colorado. We're looking for Four Corners, which is the corner of Utah, Colorado, Arizona, and New Mexico. So I'm not sure why we're in Colorado right now, but apparently we're in Colorado. I hope we're not going the wrong way. All right, so we realized that we looked at the map and we weren't going the wrong direction. The road in Utah somehow makes like a V or something into Colorado to get to Four Corners. So we're 5 miles away, and then we'll get to stand in 4 states. Right now we're in Colorado. We've already been in Arizona and Utah, and we will be leaving through New Mexico.
Yes, there's a place called Four Corners. You stand in a certain spot and you see 4 states at the same time.
You don't just see them, you stand in them.
In a quarter of a mile, turn left.
Oh, still Navajo Nation. They have a lot of land. Fee area. There's apparently a fee.
Again.
Maybe Molly's free.
Yeah.
6 years of age free. Still Navajo Nation. We just arrived at Four Corners, which is where 4 states come together. Utah, Colorado, Arizona, and New Mexico. And we ended up entering through New Mexico. We drove from Arizona to Utah to a little bit in Colorado and then down to New Mexico and entered there. And kids fell asleep on the way. So we're gonna take some quick pictures and then we're gonna head out. We'll be spending the night in Albuquerque. So we have a little bit of a drive ahead of us. It's nice that there's a little shade over here. Oh, right there, that's the corner. Limit 3 photos only. Well, can we take 1 per person? We could do a selfie and we're each in a different state. Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, Colorado. We're in 2 different states right now. We are in Colorado and Utah. We're in Colorado and Utah right now. We're standing on the line. Okay, so now we are in... Well, now I'm in Utah and Arizona. We're in Utah and Arizona. And then let's walk over.
Can I go to the gift shop first?
I mean, this is the gift shop, the little stands.
Let's go.
I mean, we can like walk through.
I mean, yeah, you can walk, you can circle it if you want. Okay, so now we are in Arizona and New Mexico. I'm in Arizona, I'm walking to New Mexico. I just jumped across the line. I'm on the line. I'm on the line.
I'll go with Walter.
Okay. We're gonna be in a different state. Okay, and then I'm gonna walk on this line. So we're in New Mexico and we're walking to Colorado. Yeah, it's really good to have seat covers in case you have to use you know, a rustic bathroom, for lack of a better word. One of the kids is on the tablet and the other one's gonna try to go to sleep. We're on our way to Albuquerque from here, and Four Corners was kind of cool. I mean, it wasn't overly crowded, but oh, there's a sign that says "Welcome to Navajo Nation."
With graffiti on
With graffiti on it, yeah. I think we've spent most of the day in Navajo Nation. It was pretty cool, seeing all 4 states in one corner. But now we're just gonna try to get to our hotel as quickly kind of as possible. If you are going to Four Corners, they have restrooms, but I would describe them as primitive. And you know, we have toilet seat covers like that we bring with us. That like I buy them from Amazon, and that was really helpful. And then they have hand sanitizer, but there aren't any sinks. And there are little stands like where you can buy some souvenirs and stuff, but there's no like big indoor gift shop or anything like that. So it's a little
kind of all selling the same thing.
yeah, it's a lot of the same. We found that the souvenirs were a little bit cheaper in Colorado than Arizona. You know, because the stands they go all the way around the edge of the Four Corners Monument. All right, I'm gonna get something up on the tablet for Molly, and we're gonna drive until we can sleep.
All right.
And we just got Sonic. All right, so we just checked into the Ramada in Albuquerque, and we are super excited to not be driving right now and to be at our hotel. This one is kind of nice. It has like the hardwood look floors, and it has, I think the room's bigger. It feels a little bigger. It has a really cool big lamp. Has a mini fridge and microwave. Walter is super happy to have a bed, and I love this little kind of like chair, like Chase Lounge thing over here. And once again, the sink is outside of the bathroom, which is kind of awesome. So, let's see where the lights are. Looks really nice and clean and everything that we need for a good night's sleep. So, this is great. Thanks for watching Theme Park Spark. Please like and subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified about upcoming videos. See you next time.